Hey everyone, this is Vocab Girl. I'm here today to teach you a method that has worked for me in order to increase my vocabulary. This method will help you on the SAT, the GRE, or any standardized test. Also, if you're just trying to increase your vocabulary arsenal, this is how you do it. Now I'm just sharing this method because it has worked for me. Traditional methods of learning vocabulary, such as flashcards or lists, they just haven't worked for me. By using this method, it'll really help you transfer the words from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. Now, the problem I've always had with vocabulary words is that I'll recognize the word. I'll say, I've seen that word before. Yeah, I know that word. What does it mean? It's the same thing when you see someone's face. You recognize them. You say, oh, hey, how are you? Yeah, you. It's great to see you. Vocabulary words are pretty much just people's faces. You need to have some sort of meaning behind these words. And I'm not just talking about the definition of the word, but in context. You need to know how the word fits. So let me give you an example. I used 16 random vocabulary words and pretty much created my own story with it. By creating a story, you put the words in context, but also create meaning for the words. Here's my story. I titled it, Admission into Merlin's School of Magic. I visited Merlin in his tower to obtain admission into his prestigious School of Magic. Let me tell you about this crazy experience. When I arrived in front of this grand tower, I noticed two tutelary turtles and prattling rattlesnakes blocking the front door. You shall not pass, said the giant turtles. I became petulant because I had just made a tedious and long journey to meet Merlin face to face. Despite the circumstances, I was obstinate to get inside this tower, one way or another. I incisively said to the turtles, Merlin isn't a genius. He's nominal. And your sanctimony to guard this fake school is ludicrous. The turtles angrily responded, Young lady, the erudition you received from college is rudimentary compared to Merlin's knowledge. Enter this door and see for yourself. When I reached the top of the tower, I saw Merlin assaying a long essay. He was shouting abstruse words that made me feel incompetent. Merlin looked at me and noticed my trepidation. After a few seconds, he smiled warmly and said, No need to worry. The ethos of my school is to study meticulously, but to remain open-minded. I'm not pedantic. I welcome you to join my studies. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking that is a wacky, crazy story, but I utilize the words in order to help me remember what the words mean instead of just memorizing the definition line by line. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps out many of you, and good luck with your studies. Bye.